Who is Karl Marx? Karl Marx, who studied philosophy at a German university, came to London, England, at the age of 31, during the height of the Industrial Revolution. He witnessed the harsh realities of long working hours in factories, with women and children often working for low wages. Additionally, economic crises led to bankruptcies, factory closures, and a rise in unemployment, becoming significant social issues. Marx continuously observed these harsh realities, and, in 1867, published the first volume of Das Kapital. In this book, he analyzed capitalism as an organism with a beginning and an end, examining its structure and theorizing its development laws. Marx argued that capitalist society is a class society, based on the exploitation of workers by capitalists, and identified the commodification of labor power as the key to understanding this contradiction. After Marx's death, his close friend Engels published the second and third volumes of Das Kapital. But the core ideas are condensed in the first volume. Even today, issues such as environmental degradation due to climate change, economic inequality, and the collapse of local communities, are seen as problems caused by excessive capitalism. In this context, re-examining what is capitalism is a valuable theme for all business people. Now is the time to reread Das Kapital and rethink capitalism. Basic concepts of Das Kapital. The core of Das Kapital lies in the distinction between the use value and exchange value of commodities. A commodity has a use value that satisfies human desires, but it only has an exchange value when traded in the market. Particularly, the exchange value appears only in the social relations of commodities, and underlying this is the socially necessary labor time. Moreover, money is the completed form of exchange value, and can be exchanged for commodities. However, since money is always in someone else's pocket, the existence of free labor power as a commodity in the market is necessary. In capitalism, labor power is treated as a commodity, and capitalists use this labor power to produce surplus value. The value of labor power is determined by the value of the means of subsistence necessary to maintain the worker's life. Since labor power needs to be reproduced, the cost of supporting the worker's family is also considered. In this way, the price of labor power is determined, and capitalists use this labor power in the production process to create surplus value. The contradictions and exploitation of capitalism. The greatest contradiction of capitalism lies in the relationship between capitalists and workers. Capitalists buy the labor power of workers and use it to produce commodities. However, workers must sell their labor power to maintain their livelihood, making them dependent on capitalists. Workers obtain their means of subsistence by selling their labor power, but in the process, they provide surplus value to the capitalists. The exploitation of labor power arises when workers are made to work more than necessary in the production process, by working more than the time needed for their own sustenance. Workers create surplus value for capitalists. This surplus value becomes the capitalist's profit, and workers are exploited to that extent. This structure of capitalism constantly creates tension between workers and capitalists. Workers must work to sustain their livelihood, while capitalists seek to maximize profits by fully utilizing workers' labor power. This contradiction is a fundamental problem of capitalist society, and the root cause of many social issues. The relevance of Das Kapital in modern society. Even in modern capitalist society, the issues highlighted by Marx in Das Kapital still exist. For example, environmental degradation due to climate change, and the widening economic gap are considered results of excessive capitalism. The process of companies pursuing profit can harm the environment and suppress workers' wages, highlighting structural problems within capitalism. Additionally, technological advancements have changed the nature of labor, with an increase in non-regular employment and freelancing, leading to concerns about the stability of workers' lives. As the competitive principles of capitalism intensify, workers' rights are often violated. Marx's Das Kapital provides a critical perspective for understanding these modern issues, by unraveling the fundamental contradictions of capitalism. we can advance discussions toward building a sustainable economic system. It is essential for each of us to recognize the problems of capitalism and take action to improve them. Conclusion. Karl Marx's Das Kapital is a crucial work for understanding the essence and contradictions of capitalism. Marx argued that capitalist society is a class society, based on the exploitation of workers by capitalists, and identified the commodification of labor power as the key to resolving these contradictions. Even today, the problems pointed out by Marx in Das Kapital persist, including climate change, economic inequality, and the infringement of workers' rights, all caused by the excessive competitive principles of capitalism. By rereading Das Kapital, we can gain a deeper understanding of these issues, and obtain perspectives for building a sustainable economic system. Marx's theories provide essential guidance for recognizing and acting on the problems of capitalism. Through Das Kapital, let us learn about the essence of capitalist society, and take action toward creating a better future.